Stop worrying about homework and start learning with confidence. This is Ask Learn. Complete help for every subject. Like, share, subscribe for daily learning videos.
Right. So for this question, we'll ask which has higher frequency, infrared or UV, and which one has longer wavelength, which one has greater energy. All right, before we start it, I want us to first figure out the equation. Remember the two equation. E equal to HV. V here is stand for frequency. This is frequency. Okay, this is Q, by the way. Sorry about that. The next equation that you want to remember is C is equal to lambda V. Now, why I'm talking about this? Because there's a relationship. As E increases, the V over the frequency nu is also increases. Now, on the other hand, if frequency increases, the wavelengths go down. Okay, by the way, lambda is stand for wavelength. So you can see that's what is happening. So they have direct relationship, inverse relationship. You want to know that. The next piece of information you want to know is the color of the rainbow, the visible spectrum, Rogy-Vit, ROYGBIV. In this case, they don't really ask for Rogy-Vit, but they ask for extension of this. After V is we have something called UV. Before R is something we call infrared radiation. To make it simply put, you will see that everybody in the world is we're afraid of UV because we all know that UV is a high energy radiation. This can cause cancer and so on. That means this energy is higher, which means infrared, which we don't really heard a lot about, this energy level is lower. Okay, so think about it going left to right, energy increases, going this way, energy decreases. So that should give you answer which one has higher energy. The next part is frequency. As it has higher energy, it also has a higher frequency, and is for wavelength, it is gonna be lower wavelength because it's that inverse relationship. So let's go back and take a look at our question. Which has a higher frequency? I just gonna copy that one and go ahead and type it in the thing so that it's a little bit easier for me to write it down. So I'm gonna go ahead and type it there. Which one has a higher frequency? So let's see, higher frequency is gonna to be, well, I see, let me see if I can move it. Higher frequency in this case is gonna to be UV. So UV equal higher frequency, right? Not infrared, right? Because UV is higher frequency. Which one has a longer wavelength? So let's think about longer wavelengths. That would be infrared. IR would be longer wavelengths. And then which one is gonna to be has a greater energy? Again, greater energy is gonna be UV. Is gonna have a greater energy. Okay, all right. Let me see if I can move this around. Probably not. Let me see. I think I can. There you go. We'll move it down here on this corner. A little bit harder, easier to see maybe. So UV, higher energy, higher frequency, higher energy, right? And it has a shorter wavelength. Infrared would have a higher wavelength. So that's the answer for this question. All right, happy studying.